Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Tyler.
And I'm Luke.
And welcome back to episode 25 of Holy Heck, I Really Like Love Live, a podcast where we go in depth and talk about every single Love Live song from the beginning until right now. So this time, on the topic of right now, very much like 2 episodes ago, we got something right now. We got Mai Tonight and we got Miracle Wave coming in.
We got my God Tonight and
God
Miracle,
damn Tonight.
My God Wave. I couldn't come up with a second one.
Hey, I understand. You don't gotta worry about it, friend.
You know, sometimes you just gotta like staple something together.
I feel that. I mean, so it happens, man. I get it. So something that happened since last time. We got the preview, if you guys are unaware, for Awaken My Masters, Awaken the Power, Awaken the Power, and the other two Saints No songs, which we've only heard up to this point like 5 seconds of, and they're both really awesome.
Well, like they're good. It's just like a really weird CD that I was not expecting. I don't think anybody was really like, it's weird. But we'll talk about them in a couple weeks.
I was expecting it when I was like, hey, this might
happen.
happen.
That's so strange. I said at the time this could happen, but it's not going to. It just doesn't. It's so weird, so unprecedented. But you know, I appreciate Yolanta's doing stuff that we don't expect.
It's cool. I like the. This just furthers the divide between Sunshine and School Idol Project, and that's something that I think we needed a little bit. I mean, they've already done a very good job of doing it, but I'm just anything else is always a bonus. You know what I mean? I mean, so far, like since like 4 episodes in, this whole season has been about like how this is different from Muse's run, and I think that's awesome. So yeah, this is just good. more of that, I guess. You know?
But if you want to know our opinions on the episodes, go watch our discussions. Wink.
Ooh. Or I could just tell you, I liked it. It was really good.
No. Go watch them. For all you know, I hate them. Curious about my opinion?
So last time we asked you guys, what do you think is the most underrated solo in Love Live? And let me just say, we got a clean, crisp 2 answers this time from the people who always give us answers.
Yeah, those are our boys in the back. We got like some pretty good comments, but only 2 answers. Come on, guys.
So which one? I'll do Sticks. My answers are Ellie and Natsu Owaranade for Muse. You see, like usually we try to pick answers that are different than what we said, but given the fact that we always pick 2 answers and we got 2 answers this time, not the most to choose from, and also Yumeda Yozora for Aquas. So yeah, so there's that, or Chika in Yumeda Yozora, obviously.
That's the sleeper pick. That's a good one.
Are we just gonna talk about Natsu Owaranade again? Like, yeah, have you heard that solo? It's really good.
Go watch our last episode. We'll talk about it there. Think about it. Then we got our boy Dextroy Fuller coming through like always. Second place for Muse would be Haneka's solo coming out of the bridge in Yume no Tobira. That's a good one. We slept on that one a little bit. The backing drops out, and then Honk's voice just comes out of nowhere and hits like a truck. In short, it's short, but man, does that crescendo on Ra pack a huge punch. Same. For Aqua, I'll go with Maru's solo towards the beginning of Tokimeki. I think Maru's in her element whenever she gets to sing slow and steady over a light backing, and that part of Tokimeki is a really strong example. I agree completely. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I thought you said Mari for Tokimeki, and I was like, is Luke or Dextroy on drugs? Like, which
I don't know.
one
I
is
might
it?
have. I have dyslexia.
No. You said Maru, but like my brain was just not functioning for that second.
No, I totally agree. Maru's that's when she's her best, when she gets time to use her vibrato like that in slow songs. It's just I've never listened to the song in my life, so that's a lie. Also, I just don't like to.
Well, the very last like 3 songs we got. No, I can't really say so much for Awaken the Power because we haven't like gotten too much like non-core people for like Awaken the Power that we've seen so far, because we've only seen the preview, so we've only seen the people that like the song kind of like revolves around, and Chika of course, because you know she's got to be in everything. Sorry. But I think the first years are the ones doing the high highs for Awaken the Power, so that's cool. But that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say
where are you going with this?
Yeah, I was gonna say for Miracle Wave and for Miracle Wave, I'm on drugs. My Tonight and My List to You both have very prominent Maru parts where she's been like kind of lacking in terms of full unit performances, just because they don't really let her off the young Maru leash and just let her do whatever, you know.
Well, how about we talk about the cool things that Maru does in this song when we get to talking about the song, which is right now.
You're totally right. So here is My Tonight. I hope we don't get taken off of YouTube. I hope this isn't the straw that breaks Lantis's back.
This is My Greg Tonight.
What?
So this is the kind of song that I adore. And it has a lot of the best part about songs like it. It has a lot of the best parts from songs like it. And it just culminates into this fantastic song. That's an umi. Whoopsie daisy. It's got some good parts from Date Date. It's very similar to that. It's got some great parts from the umi solo. Watatatashi. You know which one I'm talking about?
That might have been low-key racist, but I'm not sure.
Well,
gotta analyze that.
I like that song, but that doesn't mean I know how to pronounce it.
Watashi tachi mirai no hana.
Yeah.
If by that you mean, okay, so we still didn't determine if the actual phrase, like, so the backing is different. We've determined that, and the actual lyrics are different, but like the actual phrase, like the amount of notes that like go up and down when like in the intro,
it's pretty damn similar.
It's not similar. It's the same.
Yeah.
So we're not positive on if that's like an actual like style, like everything like this sounds like that, or if that's just two songs that coincidentally just ended up being hella similar. So if one of you guys could let us know, that'd be real. Let us know down below. That'd be
yeah. Let us know down below. It's been a while.
So
yeah, no, there's some really great instrumental stuff in this song. There's some really great vocal stuff. I think this is one of the best vocal performances we gotten from Aquas in a long time, and I think arguably the best vocal performance just all around.
I think that's so hard to say. I agree that it's one of the best all around, but when you say in a long time, like the last 17 things that have come out like have been really good. So
no, a long time was not the right word, because I was like a long time, and I was like, wait, this is just like ever maybe. Like this vocal performance is so it hits all the marks with all the girls. Daya is fantastic in it, which has been something that we've been like saying over the last couple months. Just this entire year has been so great for Daya. Ruby's great in it. Mario gets some really cool
Kurosawa
solos.
sisters ride again.
Yeah, the third years together have a really nice solo, a 1, 2, 3 solo at the end. That's just very good. I think Kanon's best solo is in this song, arguably her best. Let's see.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I think it's better than Happy Party Train solo, and I think that would be my standard go-to first.
It's hard to pick a best solo when you're like not. I don't want to say not the hugest fan of the song, because I like this song a lot, but like I need to digest this song a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like we always do it like like when the songs come out like a week after, but how do I put this? I want to say that we're ready to do the reviews, but at the same time, there's just stuff that you have to digest. Like when you want to take it into like a global, like, yeah, but how is this song compared to other songs? It's like need more time to think about that one, boss. Right.
Songs can always move up and down. For example, for me, Kawariaski, when it first came out, I was like, hey, it's okay. Now it's one of my favorite songs ever. You give songs a little bit of time, they could either end up, your opinion on them can change drastically. The trio song, I was like, well, this is a top 10 song for me. This song does everything that I ever want. And now it's like, yeah, it's really good. So like a top 30 song, but it's not even, I don't like it even close as much.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll listen to a song and just like listen to it like a million times, and then after that I'll just be like, yeah, it's a good song. Like I've absorbed everything I can from that song. I must feed.
Yeah, like the songs that I really love are the songs that you really love. Anybody are the ones that you can listen to a million times and still enjoy the hell out of them.
I feel like you and I are like serial, like people who like, a new song comes out, we're like, this is the best song of all time, and then you give us like 2 months, it's like right. This is a top 30 song.
Yeah, no, like I've been saying it since the song came out, since the song dropped, just the PV version. This song has the potential to get into my top 10. Both these songs do have like the potential to get in my top 10, top 15. So obviously I'll have to see how I feel in actually 6 months, but for right now, I really like these are the. I'm gonna give him one of these, a little
okay hand
up,
emoji.
Okay hand,
please. This song was arranged by Effy, Effy. I hope I'm saying that right. Arranged, okay. And Effy has done a lot of work for Aquas, but something he's did, I think the only thing he's done for Muse was Bokutachi, so Bokuhito, the last song, the sad one, the last movie song is what I meant to say. It's funny, I'm looking at the composer and arrangers. The composer is Zach, Z-A-Q in all capital letters.
That's my boy Zach, dude.
And the arranger is Effy in all capital letters. It looks like they got like robots to do this. Like, who are these people? And something that I think anybody will be able to pick up on. Like, I had to look up the composer to make sure that it was, like, you know, a characteristic of the composer and not just a coincidence, is the ha's right before the solo. I was like, where have I heard this before?
Right before the guitar solo at the end.
Yeah, I was like, where have I heard this before? And then I realized that Bokutachi has the same ones. I was like, oh, check it out.
I wonder what it sounds like. You can probably just swap them and you wouldn't even notice. Like
if you actually like pitch shift them, now I want to try it. Like
yeah, we got to do some playing around with that later. But no, I think those Oz are like super good. Personally, I would have rather like not had them there. I would have liked just that pluck string playing into the guitar solo at the end. But they're still good. That's just like one of my small little grievances with the song.
I can understand.
Not
that.
every song needs Oz. Come on.
Talking to me, I put make the whole song Oz. That's why I like Naotobi. The whole song is just Oz.
Yeah, I mean that's not wrong.
But no, Effy's done a whole lot of work for Aquas, including but not limited to Kimi no Kogoro. You might have heard that song. Aozora Jumping Heart, weird. And Sunshine Pika Pika Ondo, which is the other like big Japanese aesthetic one.
God, that song is weird.
So
sorry, continue.
No, that's what I wanted to say. Just he is responsible for the other Japanese song. Very surprised that he's not. What am I trying to say? That he didn't work on Watashi Tachi or Data Data Amujo is what I'm trying to say.
Those were decades ago though, so like.
Yeah.
Makes sense. He's a new boy.
A new boy. He also did Yay Happy Christmas.
That's a classic.
Very important. And
in a couple weeks.
Yeah. What song is this? Classic. What? Not knowing songs by name yet. Okay, this is the OP of season 2. Mirai no Bokuda.
It's going well.
Yeah. it usually takes me a little bit to know actual like songs that are just completely written in Japanese. It's like it takes me a month or two to know. It takes me a month or two. Yeah, the song was in October. It's been more than a month. I looked at this song. I'm like, what is this song?
No, so he's got a really solid list of really well composed songs.
Mm-hmm. So there's kind of like a weird like center thing going on with the song. The whole like let's talk about this. Like first
let's talk about the center stuff.
So in the actual like PV, we see that it's obviously very heavily like Dia centric, right? So that's one. And then judging by like the scenes before, like Ruby has some like big stuff to do with it too, and she gets a little mini solo at the like during the first verse
near the beginning, right after Dia.
Yeah, and then she gets her own little mini solo in the second verse, and then the solo happens, and then you get the solos, like the vocal solos at the end, and it's Dia and Kanan, and it's like, okay. And then you got Aina over here, like, you know, Mari's VA, who confirmed, I think...
Playing guitars.
Yeah. Who confirmed in a Nico Nama that this is, in fact, a Dia and Ruby song. And you gotta remember that Aqua songs aren't very, like... It's not as universally known who is the center for Aqua songs as it was for Muse. Like Muse, it was explicitly written down who was the center. So this time, like, the only thing we have to go off of is the VAs like specifically saying like Ruby is the center for the song for us to be like, okay. So
yeah, there's like a whole bunch of weird center stuff that you can point to in the song. There's Hanamaru, she's in the center of the crowd like very often.
Yeah,
there's
someone said there was like it was like a Hanamaru center. I was like, that might be a little bit of a stretch.
There's the whole push the episode before when they write the song where it could have been like a Kanan Mari Yoshiko Hanamaru song, but then Yoshiko doesn't even sing very much. So it's very strange. And then but I definitely think you could point to it as a Dia song because she leads off the 3 solos at the end. It goes Dia, Kanan, then Mari.
I think it's 100%. Like if I had to guess, 100% more Dia centric than Ruby. But I mean, like they literally said it's a Ruby center, so I mean, okay. I
talk about the biggest episode, anime / song thing with this that's disappointing, and it kind of connects back to we mentioned with Awaken My Masters. We got.
I was just about to mention this.
Out of another not full unit song. Come on, just give us the small unit songs. It's okay, Lantis. We'll like them.
I know.
People like Love Wing Bell. Like, come on.
We were just watching this, and I was like, wait a minute. Is it? Awaken My Masters wasn't even the first time that we were just completely screwed out of like, wow, this song's gonna be like 4 people, that's so cool, and then like everyone showed up like, need a hand, and we're like, god damn it, no.
Like six member songs. I want 6 member songs. I love the second years. The second years do some really cool songs. In this song particularly, I really like Chica's wah-wahs, the wah, at the end.
I don't think anyone knows by what you just said.
It was pitch perfect. Her woes at the end are really great, but they probably could have been anybody, and I would have been fine with them being anybody,
My girlfriend sent me a picture today. She follows this Instagram account called Love Live Confessions, and it's just people like they write into the page, and then the page publishes like confessions that people have about Love Live, and they're usually like pretty cool. And then one wrote in today, it was like 3 paragraphs long. It was like, I hate that Chica's the center for everything. Like, chill, you don't gotta be in the middle all the time. And my girlfriend sent me that. She's like, do you agree? And then I sent back another 3 paragraphs like, hell yeah, I agree. It's like, I understand she's the main character. Yeah, like, I understand she's the main character, but that doesn't mean I don't get to be mad about it. So, second years, I hope, who was it last time? Oh, I don't want to get the name wrong. It was either Dextroy Fuller or Styx, the 2 that always go crazy in depth analyzing the episodes. How they were talking about how the only way to have a focus episode not on the second years is to literally put them on the plane and just ship them somewhere else. Like that's just been like Lantis's, or I guess Sunrise's solution for giving development to other characters that's not Chica or Rico.
But they still show up in the song. Okay, they literally shipped off the second years in SIP to Hawaii. Like, why can't they just ship them off to Hawaii so we can have something like Love Wing Bell? It's fine, Lantis. We'll like the song. Like, we like all of them.
Yeah. That's what we were talking about a few days ago. We were like, when was the last time we actually had a miss? And it's been a little bit for both of us.
It's been quite a while for a song that we were like, in all actuality, we were like, I'll probably never listen to it again.
Yeah. So, something we mentioned on the EJ episode was how we have the spectrum of J-pop being in the middle and like trance being at one end and metal being at the other, and like all Love Live songs falling somewhere in between. This goes in the anomaly bin. This goes in the bin labeled traditional Japanese songs.
This is where we get the other axis.
Yeah, this is this is the Z axis. Yeah, up we have like date date, and down we have like, I don't know, the tuba song. Perfect. I mean, obviously, there's more than just that, but, you know. I still think it's just throw this song into the Japanese bin, have it say hi to Date Date and Watashi Tachi while it's in there. Sunshine Pika Pika Ondo can come, too.
Yeah, just the instrumental stuff that happens in these songs. We were talking about it, like, when we were listening to these songs, we were just kind of offhandedly talking about Watashi Tachi and Date Date, and just, like, some of the weird instruments that we will never hear outside of these, like, out of these exact songs.
We will never hear outside of...
This ain't no egg shaker stuff, dude.
Yeah, we will never hear this outside of the Naruto fighting game soundtrack.
Exactly.
We got like some like, yo.
This is some Strong and Strife stuff, dude.
Again, we will never know these instruments, so we're not even going to try. We're just gonna be like, yeah, we really like the Japanese flute.
They're nice.
And the Japanese rock banger things.
Whatever that noise is, where like it almost sounds like 2 pieces of wood are slapping against each other. That's good. I like that. That's the clapper at the football games that you get.
But overall, I think this is really, really good for an insert song. Like, I think this song is like really good regardless. I don't really know how to put this. Like, insert songs, we've kind of come to expect them as being like not as impressive as like some like single releases or whatever, just because they tend to play a lot safer. But I think the song is really great for an insert song.
Yeah, I don't think, I think both these songs are not as hyper safe. I think there's some really cool things happening in both of them. But yeah, this is a very, very good instant song.
I think Miracle Wave is a little bit safer than this song, just because like I don't know what I'm trying to say. I feel like the genre is just a little bit more accessible in Miracle Wave as opposed to this.
This pop rock genre, yeah, it's something that Aqua has done a lot, but I think it's a little bit different than what they've usually done.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I think it's very good, very good. Play
good
the Miracle Wave.
And the award for the song that grew on me the most, it's Mai TONIGHT. It's this one.
Dude, I told you were sleeping on it. This is a Tyler sleeper.
I don't want to talk about sleeping with you.
Ooh, Sugoi.
Mr. 7. Ooh, I want to sleep with you though.
Ooh.
Mr. I don't want to listen to a 70s sci-fi movie. Hey, have you guys heard Loneliest Bird?
I'm not into that 70s. Dude, I don't want to watch Dune. If I wanted to watch Dune, I would just watch Dune. If I wanted to listen to Dune, I would just watch Dune, which I don't want to do.
I was very, I don't want to say disappointed going into this, because I heard the song before I watched the episode. I Forgive Me, Father, I have sinned. I went on Facebook, and in my process of blocking everything, and in my process of blocking everything before I got to watch the episode later that day, I saw the performance and I was like, oh cool. So I watched it and I was like, the song's okay. And then I saw Chica doing her backflip. I was like, oh, that's okay. And I didn't realize that was like the whole like plot point of the episode. So when I saw her like practicing the whole episode, the whole thing was just like lost on me. I was like, wait, I know what this is already. Like,
I know she does it.
I hate being spoiled. And she does it. Okay, congratulations.
That's on you.
Yeah, no, it's totally my fault. But like,
Imbecile.
I just went in. I felt like nothing about the song was like special to me. I was like, I don't know. But listening to it about 50 more times and actually getting the full version, which is why we always say we gotta wait for the full version before we kind of like make any official judgment. I think the full version's really great, and I think that's due in part to the fact that we get more verses, because I think the verses are like 5,000% the strength of this song, but that's just me.
Yeah, this song was kind of like weird for me. I'm usually a guy who falls in love with vocals over the backing. The backing can always be a cool thing to make the vocals sound better. But while this song is good vocally, I don't think it's anything special vocally, but I think the backing has some of the best like percussion in recent memory in Love Live. Like, whoo, is the percussion just litty as hell in this song.
Yeah, I actually wrote about that. We have like a, how did I write this? It's like, I'm trying to put this into words here. It's kind of like a kick snare kind of thing. Like it's so simple, but like the way it just works with the rest of the instrumental just works super great. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say here? I don't know if you can actually hear the tapping that I just did. But,
I could hear it. Yeah.
But
we've talked about it a few times where vocals can be the instrument. We talk about like specifically with Kotori a lot how she is the secret second synth.
I thought we were talking about the Guitar Chan and Kitaseishun ga Kikoeru,
Same.
the season 1 SIP-ED, where it's just the guitar.
Yeah, and it works back and forth like that. The song kind of does it also, where the vocals, the back vocals kind of works as another instrument, you know, almost kind of like a play off of a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
It's very
you're talking about the you're talking about the
it's so well done.
Mm-hmm. That's what you were talking about. Go ahead.
I love both these songs, how they kind of they have things like that happening all the time, where the lead vocals and those backup vocals are kind of bouncing off of each other back and forth. And both these songs by Mai TONIGHT and Miracle Wave have that a lot.
Yeah, I think this is the true, like, you want to see what we can really do with that, though, check out this song. Like,
check out this album.
I can't think of any songs in particular that do this, and I've been trying since we first discussed the episode till right now, that actually, like, actual surf rock songs. I mean, granted, I don't listen to surf rock on the reg, but, like, I can't think of any songs that do that, but I know they exist because I've heard them 5,000 times before. You know what I mean? I know there are surf rock songs out there that have this, but hey. Something else that's kind of weird that you were just mentioning, the people that do the at least in the first verse, it's the second year's twice, and then it's the first year's twice, and then it's like, that's kind of unique, I guess.
And it's the third years throughout the entire first verse. Yeah. No. Does somebody else? No, it is the third years throughout the entirety of the first verse. And the verses, and you were talking about it when we were just talking about the song kind of offhandedly. The verses are the best part of the song.
I agree completely.
And when we first watched this episode, I was like, damn, these verses are litty as hell. Like, the chorus is good. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you want to point out the most quote unquote generic part of the song, it's very much so the verses. There's not really anything interesting happening there. You can't hear the drums as well, which is the best part of the song.
I agree. I think that was probably one of my main reasons for actually, like, feeling the way I did initially about the song, is because there's like almost always there's more chorus than there is verses in, like, any kind of, like, song that would be structured in Love Live. Like, I'm not talking about, like, symphonic, like, experimental songs, but, like, just any song that would be in Love Live, there's almost always going to be more choruses. And I don't know, I just think the verse is just completely destroys the chorus in terms of, like, quality, I guess is what I'm trying to say. If you like the chorus, of course, keep liking the chorus, but I don't know, I just love the verses. I just think the chorus is a little generic.
Yeah, we were talking about, like, verses and chorus. This song has one moment. It's like a 2-second part where it has this awesome transition between the second verse and the second chorus, where it sounds like the piano kind of comes up, and it sounds like you're gonna get this long kind of 5-6 second piano like transition into the chorus, and then the guitar just rips in and like and takes over the transition. It's over instantly, and it's such a cool transition. It's a small thing, but those small things, that's what's important.
I think it's because that happens in the intro to the first verse. You're like, is it gonna happen again? Oh, it didn't, but that's okay.
It's just such a cool way to, like, jar you. And we talk about songs that are able to make you listen to them, and this is one with transitions like that are able to make you stop and go, huh?
That is a characteristic I've actually noticed from a lot of Japanese music, even outside of Love Live, where they take something that they did in the first verse, like if there's like a little instrumental interlude, that's the word I'm looking for. It's really neat because the one that I was listening to recently is Koi no Shita no wa from Koi no Kitachi. Yeah, that was because of you. Thanks for ruining my life. Now I can do nothing but listen to this song.
Let us know down below if you cried during that movie. No shame, I did.
I totally did. Where going from the intro to the first verse, we have this nice little piano boy that's like, and then the singer starts singing. And at that same point in the chorus, you're like, oh, here comes the piano again, and it just never shows up. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, very cool stuff to whenever stuff like that happens, where they're able to jar you. And even it happens in the song at the beginning of that second verse, where it's totally in a different, like, the instrumentation in the background is in a different, like, key than the rest of it, and it's a lot lighter and a lot fluffier. The drums are still going pretty hard, but everything else is a lot lighter on it.
Yeah, they don't change keys.
Well,
weird.
Keys weren't like the drums don't. Why don't they do that? Why didn't they just import some new drums? Why didn't they try throwing more keys at the drums? That was a terrible joke. Keep going.
Oh, jeez.
Oof, that one was bad. I'm keeping that one in.
So I wanted to talk about composers and arrangers real quick. We got two different ones. So we got the arranger, who is Masatomi Waki, who worked on Sora Mokokoro. That's the second year song. That's not Hand in Hand, and or Date, not Date, jeez.
The one from the
Daijobu,
Blu-ray.
Daijobu, Daijobu. Yeah, that one. And then we got Takuya Saki, who worked on who worked on Humming Friend and Guilty Eyes Fever. So both of them were very out of their element making this song.
Very, and like just that second one, that's super different songs between the three songs that they've done. Like this song, Guilty Eyes Fever and Humming Friend, like that's really weird.
Yeah.
That's all over the place. But kudos to them for making like three completely different genres, and they all sound good.
Yeah, this person's like thinking in their studio, like, I already did an EDM song. Like, what could I have to do every genre? I can't wait for the shoegaze song to come out next. That's hype.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not hype. Shoegaze is like, it exists to not be hype. I don't know why I just said that. I'm sorry.
It's hype. It's
anyway,
hype. Anything could be hype if you believe
hype.
enough.
Hey, cool transition. You want to talk about hype? The most you want to talk about GMOs and like artificial preservatives and stuff.
Wow.
The GMO. The artificial preservative way to just automatically make a song hype is to just inject it with highs in the chorus. Like, don't even let the audience come up with their own highs. Just like make them say hi, and then hi, and then just now it's hype. You did it.
Yeah, they definitely pulled that No Brand Girls effect where they say hi, and so now you're going to say hi, and it's just kind of part of the thing.
Yeah. Can we get some highs in like Moshimo, like the least hype song of all time?
Hi.
Sorry, happiness. Like.
Yeah, these slow songs. I love it, dude. This song really gets the. I think when you compare it to like something like No Brand Girls, who I just kind of offhandedly mentioned, and now it's all I can think about because I love that song. Like it kind of serves the same role as just being this very hype, like kind of pop rock song. Mm-hmm. And they're both instant songs.
Does anybody else hear Blitzkrieg bop when they listen to the song? The guitar really gets it for me. You know the song by the Ramones? It's like na 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 na. I hear in the when they're singing in the first verse, I think Yo and Rico are singing, yeah, where they're like dan 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 dan. The guitar in the background is like dan na 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 na, and it's like, oh, Blitzkrieg bop. Like I hear it every time. I can't stop. But before we move on to, I guess, the end of the video, something that's very important to talk about that I'm surprised it took this long for us to mention. I guess I mentioned it, but we didn't really talk about it. The backflips. Oh
yeah, backflip, Chan. I am so excited for that. That's that somersault backflip.
Yeah, the triple sal cow. No, it's a backflip.
I didn't. Well, what's
it's like cartwheels
forward?
Yeah, it's cartwheels into a backflip. And I. Like, at first we were like, is Anshan going to do this live? But then we all thought about it more, and it's like, if this is like such an integral part of like the episode and the song, like she has to do it live, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, she 100% has to.
Yeah.
I think the song has I like the choreography in the song a lot, and the outfits. Like they're not I was going to say they're not flashy, but they are. Like that's the point of them. But they're not anything like, I wouldn't really call it anything special, but I kind of like that. They feel kind of simplistic. They got aquas all over their t-shirts, and they're not symmetrical at all. And that's how you get me.
Sometimes you don't have to go crazy with like the outfits. You know what I mean? Like in songs, like we were actually just talking about this before. Like we were listing our top outfits, and outfits like Mirai Ticket and Bokura wa Iba no Nakade that obviously have variations between them, but it's still kind of like the same theme the whole way through, as opposed to something like Mijuku Dreamer and Aquarium, where it's like the outfits are like drastically different between girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's really nice to just kind of see
designs and stuff.
Yeah, it's really nice to see just like one common theme, and then it's just like one or two girls have like quirky things about it. Like Kanan has the young star cheeks, and Yoshiko has horns, kind of thing.
Well, I think everybody's got a star cheek.
Do they all have star cheeks and I'm dumb? I think they might. I just remember because in the PV we see that Kanan sheds like a tear of joy, like, oh, my dreams. And then immediately we see Kanan's face right after, and she has the star cheeks. I'm like, oh, look, check it out.
Yeah, I think, but great outfits. Can't wait for the choreography on both of these. I can't wait for both. I want to see the Seiyus break their back at the end of Mai Tonight. That's going to be great.
You want to talk about character development? Let's talk about how Hanamaru's been trying to do a push-up for the entirety of season 2, and then she finally gets on the ground and does it this time.
Hell yeah, dude.
Which, when they're all like lining up,
that's
down.
an achievement. That's easy.
Yeah, that's the real character development.
That's the adrenaline pumping through. You can do anything. You can lift a car.
Yeah, broke the Ruby episode. Woke Hanamaru getting on the ground.
Talking about outfits and choreography kind of leads into our question for the day. Our question is, what are some of your favorite outfits that have appeared in a PV specifically? Some really good ones that unfortunately don't get to fall under this, but favorite outfits that have appeared in a PV. Tyler, give me your top 3.
So honorable mention to Genki Zenkai Day Day and Yozora wa Nandemo, which unfortunately I can't put in here because they were never in PVs.
Rest in peace.
Man, I know that'd be my number 2.
Subunit PVs win.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I also put the azalea bows on here too. Oof. But anyway, top 3, huh? Number 1 probably got to be Mijuku Dreamer. I love it. It has a special place in my heart. Favorite song. I know you were talking about how Mai Tonight is Mijuku Dreamer but stronger, but I still got a place in my heart for the young Mijuku Dreamer. Number 2, probably Sunny Day Song. I love the Sunny Day Song outfits, and I'm collecting all the figures. Someday. And we are a third of the way there. We're getting 3. My girlfriend said she got one for Christmas for me, but I don't know which one it is yet. So we technically have 3. My last number 3, I'm pretty sure, is Aquarium. I like Aquarium a lot. I think Aquarium is really. You want to talk about, you always say Muse is like higher highs and lower lows. I think Aquarium has some high highs, like Yo, I love Yo. I like Ruby. And then some low lows. Oh, I forgot to say, Yoshiko is a big high in Aquarium. I love Yoshiko's outfits. Mm-hmm. And there's some that I'm like not the hugest fan of. Like I'm not a big fan of Kanon's, I'm not a huge fan of Daiyo's, but like I really like the outfits as a whole, if we're being honest. Except right. Chica is standing in the middle, so you can't even admire Yo.
Chica's outfit is pretty like on point.
Yeah, they just wanted to show it up. All right, what about you? What are your top 3 favorite outfits that have appeared in PVs?
I'll give a few. I'll give an honorable mention or 2. Shout out to Lovewing Bell. I just for that Ren dress is like one of these.
Ooh, lovely. That is one of these.
And like No Brand Girls, huge fan of that one also. But if I had to give a top 3, my 3 is probably Snow Halation. It's really like hard to differentiate these 3. The Snow Halation outfits are just like iconic. They're great. Nozomi's is one of the best outfits ever. And if you want to talk about collecting figures from, I have 2. So really, I'm on my way.
Oh yeah. When do you say differentiate? You mean like 1 through 3 are like ambiguous, like you like them all, right?
Yeah, it's pretty hard to like. I
thought you meant like, yeah, it's kind of hard to tell Snow Halation apart from Mijuku Dreamer.
I can't tell them apart. Yeah, no. If you ask me any day, I might switch the 3 around, but for right now, we'll go with this. Snow Halation 3. My number 2 is My Tonight. I really like the outfits. Like I had said it to Tyler, it's kind of Mijuku Dreamer but stronger. There's more like bows and ribbons and stuff. Which I understand liking Mijuku Dreamer's outfits. They're more simplistic. Like the New York Giants have one of the best jerseys in football. It's very simplistic. It's very good. So I get it, you know.
I like the socks, if I'm being honest. That's one of the reasons I like Mijuku Dreamer. Because Ruby has 2 socks.
That's the most important part. Ruby has 2 socks and Dai only has 1. Yeah.
Dai has none.
Well, Dai Everyone has 1. I'm sorry. I'm drunk.
No, Dai has 0 socks.
I said none, yeah.
Oh, none? Oh,
no, I said 1 at first. But then I remembered I'm drunk. So now they got none.
Gotcha. Same here, friend.
And then before number 1, real quick, I forgot another shout out. The Oti Nakazaka school outfits didn't get used much as a uniform, but I love those. I love the school outfits just in general.
Just the standard Muse school outfits?
Yeah, I really like that, and whenever they use them in a PV is really good, like the Start Dash at the end of season 1. But my favorite's probably
Wonder at school.
Yeah, my favorite's probably Aquarium. I've been in love with those outfits since day 1. They're just there's not too much going on with them. They're simplistic, but they're also just like gorgeous. They're just beautiful outfits, and that's probably my favorite. Great PV also.
You want to talk about like changing day by day? I think that changed from when we talked about it before to right now.
Probably. So. I think My Tonight was number 1, and Snow Halation was 2,
yeah.
and Aquarium was 3 at that point. Yeah, if you ask me again in 10 seconds, it'll have changed again.
That's why you said My Tonight number 2. I was like, did you forget a number? Are you okay? But yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you haven't already, please check out the previews that came out. More importantly, check out our Gleam giveaway, where we're getting closer, where we give away 3
only
moment
a couple weeks
rings.
Away. I got mine yesterday. Ooh, it is very
I got
nice.
mine in the mail too, except I didn't see it yet because it came to my house and not my school, but that's okay.
Hell yeah, dude. You'll get yours.
I'm gonna see it this Friday. I'm gonna go home, get the ring, and then get on a bus and go somewhere
I gotta
else.
give these a clean 10 out of 10. So you guys really want to enter this?
Yep, so just enter with the Gleam link and make sure to comment on the actual video for a chance to win the elusive third ring, which is no different than the other 2 rings, except that we decided to give it away for comments. So, hey. So anyway, thanks so much, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this. Next time, what are we even doing next time? Prontoms.
Prontoms. We're finishing our subunit block finally.
Okay.
Decades later.
It's been years.
It's been years.
I hope we never have like... I don't know how I'm trying to say this. Like, of course, we're going to have episodes when, like, another Love Live thing airs. Like, I mean, if. But hopefully they will. Where it's just like, all right, we entered a block. Now we're going to discuss this. Like, honestly, I just wish we were talking about, like, random-ass things. Like, we were just like, here's a subunit block. We're going to be talking about subunits. And, like, less than half of our videos that have come out in the last, like, 18 weeks were subunits.
Yeah,
anyway.
guys. See you next week.
See ya, everybody.